What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Miniverse. So I've been making some Gaslands terrains, mostly gates is what I'm working on now. And I realized I'm making a lot of little bitty pieces out of different things, and I thought I would go ahead and make a few different smaller, shorter videos and just reference them later instead of cramming all that into one big video. So the first one is this video. It's going to be the little 55-gallon drums, or barrels, or oil barrels, or whatever you call them, that are to scale. There's a lot of different ways to make them. A lot of people out there making them. This is a really cheap and quick way to do it. I saw a post on the Gaslands Facebook feed a while back, and apparently a lot of people are doing it, so it's other people's ideas. I'm not sure who to exactly give credit for, but that's how I'm going to do it. If you want a little more detail and a little better looking quality, Quinians Budget Craft has a good video on some that are pretty easy to make and pretty cheap too. I'll leave a link down below for them. But for now, let's just get on into how I'm doing. Alright, so I just started with these pencils from the dollar store, 16-pack for $1, and I'm going to use that little ferrule off of there. I started just pulling the erasers out and then wriggling the pencil out of it, which pulling the erasers out was a bad idea. I'll show you that here in a minute, but when you wriggle it off the pencil there, it gets a little out of shape. So I just used the little cone shape on a pen to force it back to round, both sides, just to be sure. And then I used this foam core to try to make a lid for it, and my intention was to just use PVA and shove it down through the foam core so that it take a chunk out of it and be glued in at the same time. I tried super glue also, which that super glue didn't work very well either because it melted the foam core a lot faster than I thought it was going to. And then I had the great idea to just cut the eraser off first before I wriggled them out. This is after I made a whole bunch of them already, and that eraser's already in there to give you the top, so that's much less work. Could have saved myself a bunch of time, but anyway, this is what the super glue did, and it actually turned out kind of neat. I think I'm going to use them for, you know, garbage-filled barrels or trash burning barrels or whatever. So then I just started painting them. I give them a black coat first, and then a couple of coats of base colors, red, green, blue, purple, and then I took the Nuln oil and washed them up, gave them some weathering, took that rough iron to give them some rusty spots effect, and that bright orange, and just stippled it on there here and there to give that a little more rusty look to it. I think they were looking pretty good. And then once all that was dry, I went to the khaki color and just gave everything a dry brush, because it is, you know, post-apocalyptic wasteland, so everything's going to be covered in dust. There you go, that's what they're looking like. I think they look pretty good. I'm just start gluing them down. A little super glue. I just kind of stacked them up there. And I figured we should have a crushed one here and there, so crushed one up. Especially right there at the starting gate. Probably have a few more than just one crushed up. And once I had a good little base, then I stacked another one on top, and there you go. That's what they're looking like. I think they look pretty good. I think they fit in really well, especially with that Nuln oil gloss on the bottom for a little spill. I think they look good. Let me know what you think. Alright, so that's it. So that's my super cheap and quick oil barrels, oil drums, 55-gallon barrels, whatever you want to call them. For Gaslands, painted up for Gaslands. If you want to see more of this, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you can see the rest of the little quick and easy little bits that I'm making and putting on the rest of my Gaslands terrain. And for more things tabletop gaming related, RPGs, reviews, crafting, model building and painting, there's a list down at the bottom. There's a couple of links to the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord server and YouTube channel, and go ahead and check those out. There's a lot of good ideas, and we'll see you next time.